Dumienu abo aha aya Akwaaba 98.1 megahertz na enne eye osana abosomye da etoso miensa wa fimpinu ene aduonu ensia emu ye dodonfo ase se ne da iso ode adom ye na daroma ebraso se semodo apoboa no se prem to breka se ye bekenkan ni nyina ede ma ona nya bitie ebofa kwan wo bia na enne ensemodo ede bre wo de edi makose bia betie ne se
Chairman Azedun Katia akasa na nsema wo kanyina ene se MPP amanyokwe wo bono ento aba emfama eye aboronye essence o mopeso mu dinkunim
na rapola foko chiremo se wosen agina mu se yenso no so aba se national chair emfama the new patriotic party na wo chiremo se wo hwe se the MPP amanyokwe no ekwo idia na ho behia ye pa se wo samba
ye be kwa piemu e o German South na 24 hour economy market no ebia koso na ekoso wo he na timamufo so seden
MTN Ghana chiremo se wono mabomode abua magana mabunu anya adwuma mabunu bebre esan MTN mobile money nti
oni monyamfo po afoko chemu se wo ba begina o se MPP amanyoku ento aba emfama no wo meye chairman emfama amanyoku na o se ensam ne de hapa na de ne ha ne ene awie
abusia we ni pino na eboaboa no seprem to breka se wa Akwaaba 98.1 dumienu bre mu dia ye bekenkan ni na ede ama wo na hye so say ensem we de bre wo yina no edem live e wo Facebook ba Akwaaba 98.1 abenya ensem ni nyina bi ahwe tie enso obetu nso drade mpo ensem aba e wo comment section where bekenkan ni nyina bre sem de ama text message so e 0242020208 or the ben nso bre pamon ye begim kenkan de ama na hye so say abofo ebo ye chidom no e bi takfiko enterprise wo chiremo se nei no opekasa kese ni na bi aton brana so e hwe na ho pass ni nyina no ebi e wo ho hardware ho ne amanso de ebi takfiko enterprise na wokọ na akwaji ni nyina bi ono wono mu eni ensa wo so na bre pamu no wono mu beboa na niam a hwehwe bia so no wonsa etumi akabi mekamu.com pragia.com information centers p no asoso no na agya tumu a wonya kase no bi etie
Yamfa sedano ema Kasiebo dan mu aboafo nso nyina yentwa ho sima emra na kenkan fo beti enkan enawabri eyemme ema mienu ba wo fanas mene
ensikitu amiri pabre nana ya jechi
what to me judgment no
Bon arrivé Sunday soir Aiko Wesolo 98.1 FM 98.1 FM Akwaaba
Yansha Kasiebo no ase emfa emo ye hyase de na edu efititina ni edema NDC amanyokoyo ni munyamfo Johnson Asiedun Katia na so ye na watwi mu na woni sentwefo etwetwe nkomo ena ye bisa ne se chama wuntumi me no kasa sesie ya yere ne pampe ti se dun kwatwene abomu se gon ede na akwa mu ewa fiase na enu mu se na chama wo fa na no sibue eye mi awerho sempa mesan etena se edwen ho amenti ase ewo MPP amanyokofo afam ni se wo obi akwakodi ni sika na so obi akwakodi ni bone na mo se mo ba be ye hu dede aba be ye hu ye kira tintasukoko e de akira ban ni se de aban no ne ye onimonyamfo bo ye chaman boasia ko edi no omobo enyo so no wo se de MPP fo eye no wo se wono no so ene omo enya adwen enum su wasan eto asu bi e wo ni nsemu e kire mu se ade MPP amanyoko eye no ebe ha omo daache papa esense ade chaman wuntumi eye no eye ade bi omo anye ni nye ti se ne MPP amanyoku mo kwa akodi chaman wuntumi achi asana mo pa kire sesen wasan eto asu bi mu eka se de MPP amanyoku eye no eno eche se leadership no ena omu nani bi eye mpanyimfo akandifo ese mudi amanyoku ni anim no ebi eno mu ni ntia sa nema we nyina ekoso wase emire bi eni ntia watwe ni ti se na nka wo kwa akoye acting eye chairman e de ama MPP amanyoku wo firi MPP na oba NDC wase anu nyina aka hu bi ntia wokoka sansen sei ena chairman Asiedun Katia e de to edwa
what to me judgment no menti MPP fo ase say ye me party NDC a kasa ase mo mi ni akire say me the party for mobilize party for akodi akire how it is going to cost MPP no womunim cost wo kese pa enti MPP betimi akogina ba bia ka say emo bia anse forest biem emo bia anse nsuo emo bia anse say wa bra yachi mu nipa evidence ya beto ho se wadi saa bone no na munya no ema ne nso ane cross na party no nyina se yamfa kwan papa so anche no na che se wo se nsu a ese se utimi se na fa ho di o ye galam se utimi na fa it's going to cost them. Now, I think say one more problem with leadership. I'm telling you. Once I me offer say mama me acting national because MPP go yen kra be high because we are building a democracy. As I say who twa kwan a obi gina kire ni o ka say e ha chia e ha ti enti say ukonya opposition bi a yen nye opposition no adwuma na kwanya mfaso ye wo mo argument ni ade no nyina no eyama amamtimamufo gidie free wo mu kura kina bi ndc fo wi asika kura na wo ko gina ba bi kan ugidi se Ghana fo be gye be ka se we dey say ya na wo ka kura enti in the interest of the ruling party say opposition party no be responsible na wo ma ye wo mo adwuma ye na
we chairman edema NDC amanyo kwani monyamfo Johnson asiedu nkatia ene ena yati wasan etu asubie mu HMC na nije pa se wo ba bono ne bono ahafo hanu be bia de obia eka Johnson asiedu nkatia wase anka ne na ye ka na ye buzia na so sese wono chairman asiedu nkatia no wa ba be fa ba bia a wono ana ekọ na wasan etu asubie nse ne re aho papa se nko ni monyamfo Bernard Buasi akọ chairman wuntumi na nko okofo national chairman yona so sese ya meno kase ya fiase ena okwa akodi ne chairman no wose ne re hopa na wasan eto aso biemu ya de adesrade eto abonofo anim so omonto aba emfa ma abronye DC esanse abronye DC de wo betumi anya ne ho nsempi akeka a eba se wo san beje konwa ewo bunu region hanoma enye de nkura emfa ema no eno so sei ena chairman Johnson asiedu nkatia edito edwa
entino me ayame de wo ye se mawini wanchi is wanchi west nyina mawini ni nyina se okobra afo ha constituency bia ni ho abuzi ansada so bia enti me bompa ye de ye me yawo untumi asemu mu ne se ya jeli no untumi na sache na uni obi kobobo na goalkeeper nsamu abua no ono ko jira go mu asande na ka what wedi enti me bompa ye abronye nsan wini e ma adwuma ye fuma ye because Machiavelli say don't disrupt your opponent who is making mistakes. Go show any mistakes ya. Onko so nya na abato no nya fuma. So enti sadie no mumo bia mfa medada mo yesi ebe ye vigil okumasi dia ko defend the wuntumi ni ande. I mean how? Yesu ye back ye ka say atua yesani gu mrantie na wo mo ekodi pa wo galamsey side enu nye the solution to the galamsey problem.
We eyon monyamfo Johnson asiedu nkatia wono ena ye chairman edema NDC amanyoko nene ena yekotiye
na wa manyasem no mo ena the new patriotic party ye NPP amanyoko no wono mo so sabrede wono mo na mu pa wo bonto a chese campaign den panning na se national elections na ya de eba bese akoso e wo September bosumia ye kwakwo mu na no mo ena anka ne chairman edema the new patriotic party ye ne wo sa abasa yento no so ababio no era Paula Foko wo den samoto dwa wo bi wo trend central for mu sem ene na ho behia ye se ebeto no so aba e de amano na wabaye national chair e de ama NPP amanyoko no esan se ne no de enti kura ama no sa ababio eye ne se de NPP amanyoko no state ye wo mu o ye dibre ne ye subre ne mbobre e wo party ni mu no kwasem ne wo se ho behia se wo sa aba na wo behwe na wo se emre tintin na wo ye din e de ama party no na no nkere se nya de wo ye adwuma na wo se behind the scenes no wo bo adwuma ye pa e de ama NPP nti ne wo kwamonten so a wo hwem nya won to ama esan se wo no e na wo ye competent.
My motivation is actually not one single thing. First, I look at the state of the party today. That was the first thing that triggered me to react. Because after all these years of just not being active in the party, just staying in the background and working quietly, seeing that from the time I left the party, having prepared the party for a general election, and seeing that what I bequeathed, even though it's not me, it was teamwork. The whole party was involved. I cannot claim to have a magic wand. The party ended up with 169 seats. And at that time, it was unprecedented.
Na chairman Ekasan was also the tuja, former chair was also the tuja, watch mo say, and NPP among your one munyankabomu ye pana ye pobia, or Betumia Buama and Kabomoye, Juma war NPP among your corner mudia and near one and now was a woody and Nimona or Shatterson near Mamma NPP among your corner so fun and some pie. Now the tuja chair Mosaya Kobia Wabra pie or party in Mudia, and your winning free wa, and Yadia will be a ewa horn. I was say, well, no a example, and the ma will be a yakasa. Wabrepa epa factionalism ho ya so no ino kwasem ne se wabre ye ban tie nei ehun behia ye se wo hwe na oto abama no na oba na oba ya ntoto yesiesie party na party ni so esa fa ne tuma pefra.
If you want an example of somebody who has suffered from this factionalism, severely suffered, then I am the example. But at the same time, I have decided that it's time for us to recalibrate our thinking and come back together, because power has no time for emotions.
So you blame what happened to you on factionalism?
Oh yes, of course. It was a disunity. It was a factionalism. So it's a disunity.
That you belong to one faction and some people belong to one faction?
Yes, for me.
What happened?
Well, that is what I thought at the time, and then subsequently, as we went forward, it got proven.
And yeah, Paul Afoko, right? Can you do na ankane na we know and our chairman Edma the new patriotic party ne day so was also a second and NPP for in I want to abamano no same NPP national chair.
Uguso 80 Prento Brakasia Akwaaba 98.1 Bomodin. Now we're post any na what the Facebook and no Akwaaba 98.1 Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 sounds na TikTok on so what the phone ma baby be out be funny bre akenkan ede amo yesebofo ene de ne nam ewo pa so ntie MPP amanyoku enzema ena ne de yesi ni koso ama watibi na ye kwode na medo esan kwa kopiemu ewo Western region eye wonimonyamfo Enestera na soye wono ene ye head of research and elections at the new patriotic party amanyoku eno ewo Western region ena wo chemu se enche bia hwebe eye 3rd August ya edidima ekono abatro change bi eba beba so ewo eye won pesua so na eye regional executives election ni eno ena eba beba so na wo chemu se nipo mbetumi anya akwanya atumi ato saa abani bi eye 323 ene betumi anya akwanya ato saa abani bi na sei na wo chichemu ekire wo se enipa makomako edru eye council of elders sanso na enipa edru esan eye council of patrons ena 17 eye regional executives ena 1 founding member ena 13 eye tescon institution sounds na 2 national council members and 17 constituency executives eno ena yeka boma omo adru 200 323 na wasan etu asubia ewo ne nkasemu se na wona wo gina mu se chairman edi ama Western region no na nipa makomako miensa ekono sese nipa baako atwene ho afrim eyo ni monyamfo kwame opare ado watwene ho afri eye chairmanship race ni mu se wontumi enkobiem na abra ye ni oni monyamfo Enestera etwetwe nkomo no na wode sanse ngwe nyina etudwa ehwe animu se empanfo ebetumi aboa amasundwe aba abato ya enedwo dai yeto emu.
Based on the electoral statistics and the electoral college I am candidate offending candidates are about to hold abade. For now, you are to aba on 28 candidates and 27 candidates one. America say the chairmanship used to be 3 candidates, but Anopeyara America say any then will be frame a co-candidate in frame there Anopey or the Ikata be Bebrem Namashim. America say Ameo there Anopeyara officially Nipan was sending stepping down or resignation letter there on in contest him or yeah Ura Kwame Apare Ado, one of the chairmanship contestants also in there same being and a party no don't know only transan another only tearful ama elections na what about kono nipa ebien ho to why the one contest no nti dem man ka obeye 3 no CCR nipa 2 and no for the chairmanship. But say any only fi honoma e kan ni na buma nipa 28 and one quarter one do aba. Say ye nipa 28 na one quarter one do aba no so na how do be say there in crofo ahe in the quarter aba. That is the electoral college. That is where we are coming to the electoral statistics now on the college statistics. Here we can say we have 10 council of elders number 2 abanibi 20 another 10 council of patrons number 2 abanibi. There were 17 regional executives and incumbent executives and also number 2 abanibi. There were one founding member also number 2 abanibi. There were 2 national council members and also number 2 abanibi. TESCOM 13 institutions about to abanibi. Your constituency 17, all things being equal, all the 17 constituencies are about to abandon. You put one together where 323. And 323 and the market can in our Akwaaba electoral college in India 378. In all, in 378 and a year expected the Robaba 2 about on the 15th August. Thank you.
We ayo ni monyamfo Enestela nene ena yakwatie wono ena ye head of research at the ma MPP amanyuku eno ewo Western region enti wo se ye hwe ani mu se nyankopon boa na se bibia ansi na 15th of this month na ye kwa akoto MPP regional executives no omaba na nipa ye hwe ani mu so metumi ato 378 ena ye hwe ani mu so metumi ato aba ne bi.
Now NPP amanyoku no mo na de NPP e ba mo ba eno na former DC ya wo gina mo e ma wo manfo a won mo Suaman district e wo Western North region wo den sama tudwa honorable Philip Kwabena Boahin na eno na wo kire mo se na wo twa mo ye wie ye ruling ye free Supreme Court ba ye se ene delegate system a won mo de to aba na e ade se wo ntwa mo tintontan na ne wo miemu na card bearer member bia won timi to aba e parliamentary ne presidential no e internal elections no eno na wo kire mo se no kwasem ni esa decision ya ene Supreme Court de aba no e ade se ya eye papa na ebetumi nso so aboa na aboa eye se eboa grassroots for no amene won mo tumi ayi party leader won mo pe wo se MPP no wo be hunu se delegate ni nipa kuma bia na se kutuwa bi na wonu makwasha kokoa mu na chasa nediem wonu mato aba na parliamentary ni presidential candidate no wonu nkwa na wayinom na watwa ye grassroots no eja na honorable Philip Kwabena Boahin was also agina mo say nso no so aba say regional organizer at the moment for Western North region and I was also den ensem mutudwa wo twem say wonu dem na ni so ye pan ensem na waka no the Supreme Court de aba ne de no kwasem na ni je ho
eka na aba manyosem no but ebeboa eka no nso no omo Supreme Court ruling ni say party ba wo good standing ne say party ba wo tia ni dues it me me hu say that say beboa e ma party for ni bia wi asen so e benya fair play party for ni yini pa be ye de e yo mu nyina ko mu no mayi no mo se ko ba say bia ye presidential candidate na e selected few bia e mi e pay say party ni ba bia wo good standing na okuta ni party kan no obeto sa ba ni na mane kwan mo no e ko bontu a wo de ahoden akopɔ it me de me jitu fa so e benya fini do no so no say akoye nipa ni nyina ko maso ade eye ketua bi na nipa na adwen de won chana adwen ne say o monko na mokoto mabayi mu pan nti adu kase no so a monko nkoto nyi Supreme Court nanka yanka onfanka won say state ni so enya arrangement say duru ho a electoral commission so mo pa yanto ni say yeto January elections na nti de be cost wo ho ne electoral commission ene na pam for mba be supervise wo ho no me de me hu ne say the police station for years 50 100 or more to aba wo ho a omo sankofo no omo di so mbeti ka no pe year no or 2 years no ebeti na manage abanu police station ho
eno ena yesasu bisa ne se aso enne no ekame yese ye kire mu se enfie 9 ruling ana se enfie 9 term of office ne ye pagya mu de akọ enfie enum na won no so se bo ade se enfie 9 no ene ekọ num ne de no kwasem ne se beboa esan se wo hwe mu enfie 9 no enya de se ya na eso amanyofo no efri se wo ba afe ba akọ no de be hwa ne mamu atoto ne mam efri administration na won mu free so wo ba ye ono so hwehwa ne ma wo be wie no na afe ba akọ atwam na ka enfie miensa no so ye be kwa ba na ba kwa be campaign season enti no won de enka ho be hia yipa se enum no ebe ye adwuma
na kwa wo mu ni se ene obi nya 35 years a nti apaja to be ma mabunu fo no so hunu se amanyo sem ne amamwo na ekọ Ghana no sabe se ototo ne mayi na wo yire wo ho esua amanyo sem ne nso na wo de fie nyansa ene school de nyina afra wonya political party na wo timi be handle na wo betima di president manaye ya be ma babunu bia wo fifiri ba no e gade the youth no se da ache ye betimi aya de kese ye nti me de me hunu se eboa na we FIFA parliamentary terms ene the chief executive term ene presidency term ni na nko 5 years no is also in line Ghana no ye bia no ye ya o man no na wo so control pa fie nan afi ba ko na waba no enwa se we ministers ni na wi first year no be ye o governance be you nine ko second year afi na budget no mu ayedene third year no ye papa kakra no na o san ko to aba the following year ye fi na adwena ko si aba to no so bebre for year 5 for at least o spending two beginning and ending na o treasure fin ya betun dia active work ba ko mpo mpa na me de pa ne se parliamentarians no ye nyi ministers ni free o mo so na wonya kwan so ne nkofo pa eno so boa pa the 5 years no ene se ye yi ministers nso so free parliamentarians no eboa
Ankane abai crash pioneer ogina mo manfo on wo so man district e Western North region e ne wo se agina mo se Western regional NPP organizer hope for yen so abama no honorable Philip Kwabena Boahen ne na yeti
Uguswa 8 Pranto Brakasia wa Akwaaba 98.1 wadwen pose ni nyina na wo boa no e de abana yaje braking kan e de amount esanse ne wa e na e che Kasiebo yi eye na ye che esan etie ka ho ye koye nima na ye de wo e kwa kopiemu e wo German South na German South amede wo e ko nyina ene se Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama wa fimpim ne adunu enan mu abra wo bo ne ntoa no wo de etu dwa e kire ne manfo nyina se ye to aba e ma no na wo ba gi akonwa kesi obebo na 24-hour model market wa CBA wo mpesu ahudo nyina so entu ba brekum east anoma yanya bi sanso na brekum west de yeguso ato foundation no kura edu ne pemponso me no kasa sesia ukopiemu e wo German South a German South edwa bi wo honom ya dwini nyina e de agu ayesi ye ba be si 24-hour economy market ibi na enzema efrimu eba ne de yankasa yenze ntwireni Foster a wo ye na djuma e woni da so radio wono na ebutu onoma wabo ansem ni nyina ano e de esum ya wiei Foster bibia bokọ de Foster humano Foster wotimenka Dabi Foster emen kama yensan enko emrana ye ne Foster entwetwe nkomo na wono na abo ansem ni nyina ano edi free German South ba bia 24-hour economy market ekoso no wono enenani edi akire ensema mpanfo edi atudwa na na mo contractor ene MC mu nyina edi atudwa no wo mo ano emfa enso ya Foster
hello
Foster se do temenka
mini emeto kapa
Yo, first ye ni nkomo bia ben na 24-hour model market ekoso e wo German South.
Minia zamede oburum o German South one more aye kupon aye pen drobo hanum na 24-hour economy market no ya dem penko aja tum se zamede yemfansi e wo hanum na oburum e wo ha we say 1 month e koni 2 months ni na penko mi yante se ade segmedi ebitimi akosto enti omo the latest ema omo mu dwem honum se be ya omo mpe bi emfa omo containers omo nema engonkosi na minua eba ne sa no amanfo bibi no ahyase to omo yemu nema na akwa mentimi ho ase e German South ni na ne se nema bia ekoso e wo hanum nti we just emfa nko me peso aso we just emfa na me hanum na akwa ensimpi enti na amanfo bibi no ayo ma se enya ade a omitimi atutu omo containers e na omo nema e de fi wono enti enua na order no fi so wono e ba se ene mensika chipain no ense se omutini awu enema wo station honu na ede fi wono se be ya 24-hour economy market no omutini aye amanaye akono enti enua obewrem ewo edowo station honu mo a aye be market na wono excavator ekowrem ebubu eye enema ewo na patan container se wo de ombubu bebi no ede fi wono ma na nye fediagro na omuti ejebi no ni na se sani panum etu anamo ekose memo se enimanu ya no omunya ba bi omde onwe containers na ebi sintin komo mmre kakra eno ena assembly na se na house akọ odamo mo so mo ntinye nyi ne man amfam fro de a eno mutini abu containers na asena ma omotini abe 24-hour economy market no eno ena ne yekubu romu ebe ni mpe de market na ko ye no minua okodu no ma structures na adede amanfo akase ebubo mu de pa ebinum de akwakwa ni ebinum so de akwakwa ntokwa idan sani na ne se gya de mo no enya ade a eye bayi papa nti omoni abirpa na ni na mu no ebetwa nyina se odo cha brother ene market day e wodrobo ene mpasto aso bia nti odo cha kura market mu a ene bi mu se enchampemfo ene mu na kwa mu no ene na kwa mu anase ene na kwa mu na se ene na kwa mu so dia na ya hede new rebel a omutia ye ama ne mu na so atimi akoyi e German South ntimi ya na 24-hour economic market ro dem drobo ana samede empemfo ajet mi se omusi market na ewo hanu ma samede ya cha say yedi monsoon exercise ewo German South drobo kuru mu a
Foster mami mi saw wo free breakum kwa wo ko St Mary's Hospital hono ma wo nsani fason hono say sabia na edwa no wono
ya unsani fast one mo amna wa bipo no upi je peku mo sani free no a obebo bipo no aba commercial bank no unsani fast e hono ma na market na station wo na market no na chi but ezan so mbaba kwa nti o man drivers na so edo mo ko different place na market no so de na sabe na market for so ezan de mo amba different place a some the station na market no e hono na empty a omo mpemfo da mo so mo na no me yo mo juma ho hono mo
enti mami mi so Foster sese na ye yo mo edi o mo afri honom no bia ben ena yesi adwadifo ma no enko
minia samede eromo akogrom Sakura Park minimo bia onim drobo anu mo pade oba drobo a na odo ni sampa kwa no so no onsaben kumso kwa ma kuda ekokdk eho ena Sakura Park na wo ena mpenko yi mo se samede adwadifo ni na emna hono emna medidwa se de be yo mo betimi anya mo na omo nkotra fie na hotre no enko ye kese e German South no samede omina akogrom Sakura Park na drivers no so no akwakurom ewe RC primary school won mo a omuntu ehese ne manyina no ebetimi akoyi edamomo
na kokobo no eba breben esanse se obi wo brekum hanom etie ye na bia wodidwa ewo drobo wabona pata wo honom a yedi kan bo mo koko ana se mpanyimfo tenkra na enura dai omo akwakobubu edwa yedi agui
minia omuti ya che na omasebo omina nso latest say the medium person will be the German South on mail market war. And more than 1 month ni and I several telephone in a market say omunyo munema FM through na omuntuna meme a market and for my German for na never start a bit nyabwa into 1 month actually and mbemfo eden share na kwemos and rather omude skabita akwakudi media ntise no
yo Foster nana ya ebisa wasem okay near Foster yemfansi na bibiani a for wani dia chebesan abawaso yebi
Matiminya heto odo chana market day no ene be hunu ense wo nti odo chana so no ye be ko around there ko market no de eko e ho no bia
mate o chana so be san bo waso na ya hwe adwamu se de na ehote
Matiminya
yani ensan twani Foster ene kwatwetwe nkomo efri eye German South ni nyina efa 24-hour model market a Ghana mampa ni John Dramani Mahama ne hihye mu no wo CB ewo German South drobo na yadwi ho nyina nti me no ka sei se wo yadwadini a wodidwa ewo drobo Tuesday market a se me no ka sei yayimo yademoko Sakura Park honomo nana bona school na chi honomo pe honomo na sisi yademoko enti aya na wahwe ne saa na minimse yedi kan bo mokoko ana ye ma monkra ansa na endra da ye kodwi ho nyina enti se wonya nte se yadwi ho a yadwi ho o kira wo kodwa na watwamuko Sakura Park
na bra Facebook na be share na hunu se edwane na yadwi asabre die ye clear ne ma de ababa 24-hour model economy market ewo ho na Facebook adwempo a free ho aba we ye DJ Ketekre DJ Odin DJ Ketekre also wow very impressive great job. Hi, I'm DJ Ketekre of Sankore Infantim. Also please you do all fantastic job, great job. Yeah, that's a pass. Also and now Ujake the Lali see and the Ababetum. Also good afternoon lovely workers of Akwaaba. I'm enjoying your news. Keep it up. The good work. Greetings to Prophetess Mama Martha Brekum and all my POP boys. You na one more na say ejo so every year Dr. Baumi abaho na nakria mo aboaten one mo so se wo hwe pa ye na wo so de classroom kom comma Albert Kraku Estaros wono ogina mu se NPP Greater Accra Regional Assistant Secretary hopeful enti wo se wono odin classroom kupa comma na wo hwe every dance so man sorry dying home sa so na comments appeal too wo say happy birthday to myself na say comments na wa woda and happy birthday pa Akwaaba Kasiebo say my happy birthday sa so And Starboy was say watching you live and clear at Ahafumim Airport. You so yeah, Joe, so yeah, that was say wo share KK Kaswa and so share free American Town KK House was say yeah Mahama Bako you Sembebre. Was say kudos to Honorable Hawa Mavis Hawa Kumsen, incoming NPP National Women's Organizer. Hopeful betumi so ede wadwe impossible no afa ho Facebook ede abaye beken kan ni nyina so ede ama na SMS no so richi enso ede bi aba wo se otie eye Akwaaba Kasiebo pa na yento so e wo nsefoforo modia na MCN Ghana ede nsama tuja senior manager ede ma customer experience planning and enablement at MCN Ghana and I wouldn't send me air to jam Dr. Lawrence Akosan and I watch him mo send no kwasem ye MTN abua bebre tituru any mobile money momo platform ya one more bm na wose wo hwem dwuma tituru pa MTN momo adidi abua o my Ghana enwuma abua Ghana mabunu nyina wose pempem no api no na wono mo anya adwuma chese wo ye sign say ene MTN momo eba ye ukọ joint ba bia mabunu to ha wono mo scam microphone sanso giska transactions microphone na wo de sanse mi nyina to dwa bra na wo ye stakeholders engagement efa MTN wono mo fin share aduasa wono mo di ho wo sunyane ene ne mpata mu na owura Akosan Lawrence wouldn't say me to John.
Big excitement is the investments we've done in our network infrastructure. Today, when you look at it largely, the taxes we're paying and how that is benefiting the nation in terms of nation building. If you look at it so far, we've done over the years, we've paid almost about 10.6 billion in taxes alone to the government. We've invested more than 6.4 billion in technical or technology infrastructure. So that really bears the fact of the fact that we're here to stay as a business, and we're clearly part of investing into developing the nation. We've done a lot of initiatives. We've done supporting government initiatives on digital transformation, especially with the 1 million coders program. We've done a lot of work with government indirectly and directly in terms of employment. You know, for mobile money, we've actually employed directly and indirectly over 1 million people so far. I mean, merchants alone, almost 250,000 merchants on our network. So directly and indirectly, we invested heavily into that area. So, I mean, generally, if you look at it on the whole side of it, a lot of work in terms of national development, a lot of work in terms of mobile money, direct and indirect employment, and a lot of work that we've done in the technology infrastructure. I mean, it speaks to the investment we've done in our technology over the years. We've done so far, we've done $6.4 billion. This year alone, we're expanding the network. We are building more than 800 sites to further expand the network and make service available in even underutilized areas, rural areas particularly. We're focusing regionally to sort of unearth a lot more opportunities for our younger people and then for our customers. We should also lose sight of the work that we're doing along the MTN Ghana Foundation, especially on health and education and sustainability. Lots of initiatives we are doing around that. Mobile money has been, one of the talking towns, very pervasive. And today, if you look at it, we provided convenience, we provided simplicity and speed of businesses. We have a lot of areas, home, we have enterprise, areas that we've also clearly pulling along businesses, pulling along corporate organizations. But I want to emphasize a lot more work in technology and then a lot more service. So when we expand the network, more people are going to be available. We are able to reach areas that once, many years ago, we've not been able to do that. And again, if you look at the technology change over the period from a 2G to a 3G to a 4G, and how we've expanded largely, also speak volumes to the work we've done. Trying to enhance, re-enhance the services to our customers.
Senior manager Edema MTN Ghana customer experience planning and enablement Ora Lawrence Akosen and our semi to joining na and they know MTN and free share duasa wono mwanya na was 30 years of progress powered by you na chese menu mienu na abuama ene MTN wono mo enya enfrinshano mako eduasa
Uguso 8 April breakers ya Akwaaba 98.1 wadwen poseni nyina na uguso edeba yebeje bra akinkan bibia kama pa ede amount ye konsem from na medo ekwa kopiem Ghana Investment Promotion Center so ye wonimonyamfo Baba Razak wono ene deputy chief executive officer woni sentwefo atwetwen komo na nsema na wode tudwa nyina ene say sa adwumadie wo ya aya omo edi no aye abre ne abre bia no enkran ena omota ebo omo sesien na nso sese me no ekase omo eba be mu ama ebi adru enkronketo nyina emu na obi bia nso anya emu echefa enti me no kasa sesi omo atumi abepue mu ewo Bono East region na Bono East region won mo omo bepue ya abro mo ne ensentwerefo ene Ghana fo etwetwe nkomo no ena omo chem se enyuma ahodo ena omo de eba na sa enyuma no omo e de frɛ aye foreign investors ahodo any local investors ena eba impesua ne so na eboa mabunu ne timamufo enso etuminya adwuma ne bi eye wose oman Ghana mu hanomo ewom se adwuma ho akwa atwepa na nso de ya omo ede ebi ebepuem ewo Bono East region no wagidi mapapa se ebeboa ama mabunu nso omo wo honom no enso ensa aso omo achi adware.
Last year, when we came into the new administration, we looked at GIPC and then we analyzed some of the data that we had. And then we realized that we needed to have a rethinking of how we did investment promotion. Specifically, when it came to investment diversification, we realized that most of the investments that had come into our country, the foreign direct investment over the past 30 years, most of them has been focused in Accra. And that was for a reason. Most investors came, they saw the infrastructure development in our capital region, and they decided to stay at the detriment of other regions. But we all knew that every region in Ghana had something to offer. So we said we wanted to rethink the way we did things. We wanted to attract investment into these areas that needed those investments way much than Accra did. And plus that had the natural resources to support value addition. So we undertook what we call a regional investment roadshow. And the main purpose of this was to bring awareness to these regions, to foreign and domestic investors, to let them know that, hey, these regions in Ghana, specifically the Bono East regions in Ghana, has a strategic advantages, huge value propositions, and most importantly, the natural resources that would support industrialization, that would support value addition. And so we came here today and we had our conference, as you saw, and we talked about some of the things and the opportunities that are available to this region. But this is not going to be the only region that we are going to do.
We a deputy chief executive officer Edema Ghana Investment Promotion Center Monyam for Razak Baba Nene ena yekwoti na wakasa wi pepepe ena Bono East regional minister Eyon Monyam for Francis Owusu Antwi wono so ejina simpie so edase esan echemu se Bono East no ene mapa hodo pi e wo hono ma investors no etwetwe omo edo omo ba ebi etese agriculture sans na livestock ene tourists ene ahodo nyina e wo hono ma wagidi mapapa se eno eka hu bi ena ama investors ahodo asha sese omo ebepuemu e wo Bono East region.
Last year, when we came into the new administration, we looked at GIPC and then we analyzed some of the data that we had. And then we realized that we needed to have a rethinking of how we did investment promotion. Specifically, when it came to investment diversification, we realized that most of the investments that had come into our country, the foreign direct investment over the past 30 years, most of them has been focused in Accra. And that was for a reason. Most investors came, they saw the infrastructure development in our capital region, and they decided to stay at the detriment of other regions. But we all knew that every region in Ghana had something to offer. So we said we wanted to rethink the way we did things.
Bono East. Baba Maya Nibanya encounter all the stakeholders Abaya region himu Baba Amaya Twatwa Gene. Region him opportunity Bia ye Babu Amaya Bohu Deru actually outside the world. We need the various tourist attraction sites Aya region himu. Awayan Kentampo waterfalls where you film monkey sanctuary. The rest ne Baba Mia di Hong Komo. Actually the need says investment abeya Ghana, investment abeya investors abeya other countries. Beba na bebe invest eya Bono East, not any other region but Bono East. We are saying this because ye kaye if we say Bono East se wohwe Ghana nyina yene yeda mframfi. So we are centrally located. Bibiara pese wo ya na region himu oma wo mre. Na se wohwe some of the farm producer ya region himu a babi a northfo be farm producer ye bi ha. Babi a southern part of the country be farm producer ye bi a region himu. But oko area bi ti se northern crops aya ho babi ho kwa Ashanti region wonya. But ye region entisa. All the crops aya Ghana be a region himu. All the animals are ye nyine be eya Ghana be a region himu. But oko other regions you will not find them. Sanso ba other irrigation packages them say nsua ono so ye de ye kuya ono so ye Pro River ye Volta Lake ye nyina e opportunities areas say investors behwe na bebe invest e ya Bono East.
We aya Bono East Regional Minister Onimonyam for Francis Owusu Anchinene ena yakwati abra wane ensentwe for etwetwe nkomo abra na aya Ghana Investment Promotion Center mpanyfo ebepue mu onoma omo HMC omo ba aba bedi djuma sonokon e wo ho no HMC no kwasempa ni ese efata se Bono East ena ombeba isan say ade bia wo hwe e wasase so no wonsa ebeka bi e wo Bono East. Yenyina no so na adwempo senkakra aba ewo hanso yemfa emfamu na yemfa Kasiebo no emra na wieye okay we see what take Kasiebo no ehwe de free AD bragba brain room or say e was so for kire say in fact you guys deserve TV station ampa and was say you deserve pa Akwaaba TV and as Akwaaba radio Kasiebo no so emu esan eda hopa more fire and what the free AD bragba brain room no e was so for kire e be wamfa ni din anka ho na de wo Facebook na ya e de agu honomo amaya yenyina no so na emfa Kasiebo no so nyina emra na wie na aseda no enko emfama B8 Ventures was 1,000 emudia hena wope de wode to dan ho anasa de wode to forman kasa de eso tro na hana pa no wase ni nyina ebi wono ma wonsa ebetumi aka ne bo esan eda form wase hwehwe na kira kwan obrekum do ma kwan ne so wone apraku so me no eben so pe na wonsa atumi aka bi achichini benche ya wo no wase woto ayesan ede akwakoje ba bibia wo bia eno B8 Ventures K4 Akwaaba auto cars papers wase ka ho akwa bia ka ben na wope ka bibia wope no wase wonsa ebetumi aka bi e free na so ye wase so odoma sampa se kwa nsu atre brekum hanom wase bra na yetumi enso wonso pa brekum magazine wo be onimonyamfo niama ni fie no ho pe na obehu K4 Akwaaba auto cars papers sanso na Vita Fico Enterprise wase tipa truck loba truck ni nso nyina ebi ho wo asase yendwi so entwanwa emfangu so emaw wase ni nyina yebedi sa adwuma no ede amaw Brekum master aye Soko hardwares na nchen hope na ubehu aye Vita Fico Enterprise na watumi aso sa asompa we mo ne aboafo ahodo ene so ya se medical sebo ebesongo adepa krata bia ba krata benya eno na wo kan se sara papa ne sende mame nana ya
we presidency communications and abasisia na we the free Ghana Mampani Excellency John Dramani Mahama ho na wo twemo se cabinet no ekwo asetena April ni mu na intervention policies a wono mo de betu dwa twemo se wono mo te fuel diesel so 2 cedis bosome ba akobia na chess eno na na ba betu dwa se me no wo kasa die free eda wo chenam August bosome that etoso and 9 no yes this directive shall take effect from Tuesday 4th August 2026 and shall remain in force for 1 month unless otherwise reviewed by government. And team sa 2 cities diesel na yate so no sha se eda wo chenam edo ochina yate diesel so 2 cedis ebesha se edo ochina bosome ba akoko sisi aban na nkasa eden hyehyeye foforo ebeba enti government ebe monitor enema na wahwe system no international energy ne de keka ho ene market ne nyina na won mahwe se edi bi ka ho ana se yati bi afrimu enti besisa break dem efre edo ochina ekode diesel yate so 2 cedis na wahwe diesel so ne petrol diesel e wo soro chen petrol nti yeti diesel so no de set e bia no petrol no me sure say eso betse enti krata Felix Ofosuku ache mrahye bedwani no aso na spokesperson e de Ghana Mampani Excellency John Dramani Mahama no aso na government minister government communications no na eso afọ ohwe sa aban kuta hode ho nsam so wode nsam tudwa enti efri ada ochina August and also sanabos made it so and 9 diesel no yate so 2 Ghana cedis.
Yo, we so every high court. High court. One say nche bia na Dennis Miracle Abwaje. Ye che no de no
55 million Ghana cedis.
Enti me no ka say high court freeze ne bank account. 5 bank accounts at Minoka say freeze no switch no ne 4 land and properties in so no ya sign AGBBBia and also emu sema basisi ya sorry e wo kasa
na and ono kra no masanso nyante ye bi se ka no kra bi sa ka ho 102 705 million bi so kra sa ke ka ho ti no ye be hwe mu na ye be si bia no ye de ba be so mo
ye de Kasiebo no asi asera no enkonfama Kasiebo dem aboafo nyina won ene sa mu e de ma ye na yesu be sini koso e de ama ken kan fa wote yenka ene awiabiri eye me ema mienu ba wo finance mene
esiketsa